going to be doing some high visibility patrol. I have my deputies told them to stop in some of the businesses, let people know we're here.
Mohave County Sheriff Tom Sheehan out early today with some of his deputies, working his office's newest beat.
It's going to be the beginning of a new day here in Colorado City.
Sheehan in the remote border town of Colorado City today, helping establish what's being described as a full-time presence in the polygamist FLDS-controlled town.
There are people that want us to be there, that may want help, they may want to escape, and we're going to be there to help them escape.
But no escaping the potentially volatile dynamics, with Sheehan's deputies now patrolling streets that are still being patrolled by members of the Colorado City Town Marshal's office, a 6-man force made up entirely of faithful followers of locked-up polygamous prophet and now convicted pedophile Warren Steed Jeffs.
As you know, there's been a lot of problems with the Marshal's office. They're more or less corrupt. If they interfere, then we'll take action. Could they be arrested? Certainly they could be arrested. We're hoping not. We're just hoping that they lay low, they mind their own business, and we're going to do what we need to do to protect these people here in Colorado City.
I think it's great. I think it's awesome that they're sending people out here to do what these guys want.
And among the people in Colorado City, non-FLDS residents seem to strongly support the new sheriff in town.
We have prayed for help. There are so many victims here.
Can I ask you a question? No? While faithful FLDS members probably far less enthusiastic, but not willing to express opinions. Does the Marshal's office do a good job here? Do you think they treat people fairly? Anything you want to say? Okay, thank you. Yesterday, Mohave County law officers descended on the twin border towns of Hilldale, Utah and Colorado City, executing search warrants, trying to find evidence that public monies had been misused inside the polygamous community. Today the cops are gone, so we were there trying to get comment inside the town. But the truth is, we were met with very limited success. No answer today at the home of Colorado City Fire Chief Jake Barlow. Also, no response at the home of Town Manager David Darger. This after both homes and 4 fire stations in the twin border towns of Hilldale, Utah and Colorado City, Arizona were raided yesterday by more than 24 county and state cops armed with search warrants.
We've retrieved boxes of documents not only from fire departments but also homes, and also computer records. We're downloading computer files.
Mohave County Sheriff Tom Sheehan says the focus of yesterday's raid, allegations that public monies, tax dollars, are being misused by the local fire department and by city officials. This in a community that still, for the most part, is controlled and dominated by the FLDS Church and the church's incarcerated prophet, Warren Jeffs.
Most of the money that we feel has been misappropriated has gone through the fire department.
You know the people who serve in your fire department?
Oh yeah.
What do you think of those kind of charges?
I think it's BS.
Think it's BS. The charges are BS.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, but I think.
Colorado City Town Clerk Vance Barlow telling us the allegations against the fire department are BS, but not saying much more. Hello? And no one answering today at Colorado City's main fire station, although there were several cars in the parking lot. Hello? And all the doors locked up tight at this nearby firehouse, although we could definitely hear people inside. We're outside the fire department here, and they won't open the doors. We can hear people inside, but the alarms on their vehicles are going off, so we're assuming that people inside are setting their alarms off as they're greeting to us.
I would hope it would make people upset. If they're using funding that they're supposed to be utilizing for the safety of the community for personal use, people should go to jail.
Sheriff Tom Sheehan says if crimes are uncovered, that evidence in all likelihood will be presented to a grand jury and indictments will follow. We will, of course, continue to monitor. Along the Utah-Arizona border, I'm Mike Watkins.
We call it Polygamy Tours, or the Polygamy Experience.
Today in our travels, we'll be visiting the area known as Hilldale, Utah and Colorado City, Arizona. These towns together make up one community formerly known as Short Creek, Arizona.
Fasten your seatbelts and get your questions ready.
Do you have to be so high up in the priesthood to get more than one wife?
Because we're on board for America's newest tourist attraction.
This is the Arizona-Utah state line to Arizona on the right side, Utah on the left.
A guided bus tour into the twin border towns of Hilldale, Utah and Colorado City, Arizona, the largest concentration of practicing polygamists in this entire country.
The polygamy issue itself is obviously really interesting to people. I think that Warren Jeffs has created a lot of interest through his insistence on avoiding the law.
Heber Home and his brother Richard, the men behind this new polygamy tour. The pair grew up in the community. Their father, one of the original leaders, a man who had 11 wives and more than 70 children.
We'll go into Hilldale, do a loop around some of the prominent places, the Western Precision Building, the Jeffs compound, on up to Maxwell Park, past the cemeteries, the baby cemeteries, also the health center, birthing center. We'll also have lunch along the way.
What do you think about a tour company coming through here?
It's interesting.
It's dumb.
You think it's dumb?
It's dumb.
If they do it with some truth, then it's okay with me. If they don't, if they sensationalize it, I think it's awful.
Less than a week old, the tours have already found plenty of criticism and controversy. FLDS spokesman Willie Jessup has called the tours, quote, a scam.
You're not welcome.
And during our tour earlier this week, we were followed and filmed from beginning to end by a couple of young men in a pickup truck.
It just needs to stop someday.
You just want to be left alone?
Yeah.
Other area residents fearful of an onslaught of gawking tourists.
We're not animals. We're people that try and live our lives how we want to live them.
So do you feel like this is sort of an intrusion?
Kind of.
Invading your privacy?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
The local people out there are obviously apprehensive and concerned that maybe we're intruding somewhat on their privacy.
There are a lot of misconceptions because of the secrecy that people are afraid and hear wild, untrue, spectacular stories. The people themselves are great people.
Straight ahead is the LSJ meeting house. This is where the religious meetings take place.
So whether tourist attraction or community intrusion, the polygamous tours now embarking daily from nearby St. George, Utah. A ticket to ride is probably unlike anything else you're going to see anywhere in this country.
I hope that it is a service. I feel like that there will be a very positive benefit in the rolling of time that helps the people, local people, to know that the outside people, public, is not their enemy. They're not the big bad, wicked, evil world.